Okay, so we're trying again. We're going to go camping in the RumCooler, and we are going to Portsmouth Island, North Carolina. So Mrs. King Overland is going with me. She has not been there before. I've been telling her about it for 3 years now, how beautiful it was, and the fact that she needs to go with me. So I finally convinced her to do it. We're just going for 2 nights. Let's take it easy the first time. Got everything I can take with me to protect us from the biters. Look at my previous videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. But we're heading out now. 9 hours, we'll be there. We're gonna stop on the way tonight and catch the ferry tomorrow. So stay tuned. He got disconnected from the trailer. Thank God for that. Oh my gosh. No, it looks like oranges or potatoes or something. French The sewage hookup on that one is a little bit high. This one right here? Oh, I guess really, this is just to clean out. Those must be over there. It's over next to the pole. All right. When I came here in September of 2021, none of this was here. All of these campsites and tiny homes, they're all brand new. In 2021, this was just a ramshackle marina with a fishing shack where you could buy bait. That was all that was there. All right, so Mrs. King Overland, what do you think of the Atlantic campground here at Morris Marina?
It's nice and quaint.
Quaint? It's nice and brand new and clean too, don't you think?
Yes, it is that.
All right. But the real show is tomorrow, right?
Yes, when I don't have air conditioning.
Yeah, we'll be fine. There she is. This is King Overland in the RumRunner, and we got the RumCooler, and we're heading to the island right now.
Fireworks.
Probably need to tell people for sure this weekend.
Sea turtles.
Hmm?
You're getting too close to the sea turtles.
Just gotta sail on them things. So off in the distance, I see some headlights for the first time in a day and a half. Somebody's coming this way. It looks, I mean, you can see them. I mean, that's still over a mile away, straight down the beach. So last night it stormed all night, like really strong gusts, gale winds. RumCooler did fine. The awning made a lot of noise, and of course moved the camper around a little bit, but I never got out and took it down just because I didn't want to. And I figured, hey, if it rips off, I'll just get a Bush Company awning or another bushwhacker awning, something like that. Anyway, so it's supposed to be like this until about noon, and then it should clear up, is my understanding. And I'm interested in going to the other end of the island where those lights are coming from to see the inlet that was here 3 years ago and what it looks like now. It's my understanding that it's partially filled in now, and I want to see what the deal is. has mainly filled in. Now, of course, this is low tide, but the width of it before was way back over here somewhere. That was the edge of it. So now it's much smaller, and you still can't get to the north end of the island where the little fishing village is, but at high tide, I bet it is cool. So this afternoon it's supposed to be sunnier. We may have to come back and check it out. Let's head back and see. Last night it was extremely stormy. I already mentioned that, gale force winds and gusts, and we did okay. The RumCooler withstood just fine. Hey people, can you throw your pickles away in the trash can? Uh-oh. We left the campsite to go check out the inlet, and our little pop-up awning appears to be not where we left it. But I think I see it. I think I see it. It's just no longer a pop-up awning. Okay, so I'm here at the old village on Portsmouth Island. No, that's not the village. The fishing village is what most people would think I mean by that. This is the National Park Service cabins that they used to rent out to people. They're no electricity. Wait, they do have electricity. They just don't have air conditioner. But they've done it very smartly. Even though there's not currently in use now, if you'll look through the windows, they put the beds at the level of the windows in every single room, even the bunk beds, so that you can get a breeze while you're sleeping in the cabin. They did have at one point gas for heat and also for cooking inside these things, is my understanding. So last time I was here about 3 years ago, there were big piles of sand that the hurricane had washed in up to the decks on the back porch and up to some of the windows. So they have started working on them, evidently, but they still haven't got them back open for a rental yet. However, right over here, let me show you this. That one with the solar panels on it, I drove around there a few minutes ago, and 2 of the National Park Service rangers were coming out of there from lunch break or something. And it's got solar panels. Everything looks like it's in order. It's got a gas tank hooked to it. So that one they've got up and running. There used to be a little store, still is over there, it's just not in use. And I wonder if they're gradually getting these things back up and running. Bathhouse is up and running. We've taken advantage of that. That is really nice. Take a hot shower at night and get refreshed. Mrs. King Overland has very much appreciated that. Big wire spool that must have washed up here in a storm. Now this was a monster conch. Yeah, look at how big that one would have been when it was in its full glory. The mother of all crabs living in that hole. Pretty good sized one there. Let's see if we see any animal tracks. Earlier I saw some cat tracks and some raccoon tracks near our camp. I didn't have my camera. I was answering a call in nature, and I didn't think I would need a camera for that. So when you're out looking at flowers, you have to beware, because that's poison ivy. It's growing everywhere around here. It's in there too. You gotta be careful not to hit the poison ivy. back there that I was showing a while ago. Looks like a military helicopter, like an Apache or something. Or a Coast Guard. These little crab tracks crack me up. So they sort of seem to originate in that little crab hole there, and they go all the way around. Of course, I've been walking all around it, but over here, crab did all kind of stuff. I like that little zigzag he did there. And there, he went over here, all over the place here, and seems to terminate in that hole there. All right, so this is the bathhouse at Portsmouth Island. I don't remember if I spent much time showing this last time, but it's worth spending some time on because it's nice to be able to take a hot shower and to use a real bathroom if you want to. So right out here, those two doors there on the outside, they have two hot showers there. They're completely enclosed. And inside here, they have a men's and women's restroom that have showers and toilets and that stuff. I'll show you that too. So there are two showers are in there. And here we go. Here's the men's. They have a latch on the outside just to keep wind from blowing them around. Also fun for pranksters. Lock you inside the bathroom. And this is the women's. And this is the bathhouse. Got this inside shower and got a toilet in there and a toilet in here.
I make that you shouldn't be able to take a bath in water that you can't even put in your mouth.
I put it in my mouth, I just didn't drink it. Mrs. King thinks she's funny. She pulled my prank on me. Lock on the outside of the door. Classic. don't know what it is. We like to, okay, I like to make a narrative for everything that we see that washed up on the beach and explain like how it got there and what its life was before that. I don't know what that last thing was, so I don't know what kind of life it had, but we'll show you what I'm talking about with something else. These seagulls are harassing us while I'm cooking breakfast, but we got 2 eggs left that nobody's gonna eat, and I want to see what they'll do with 2 whole eggs if I just sit them in the sand out here somewhere. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'll put them in those tire tracks I made a few minutes ago. We'll see what they do with them. Maybe I'm still too close. They don't appear to be interested whatsoever. Wait a minute, wait a minute. No. All right, we'll watch it and see what happens. So finally, on the last day here, we're leaving here at 4 o'clock today. We're supposed to leave earlier, but the National Park Service is using the barge, the ferry, to bring over supplies. So the people that own the ferry told me they had to bump us to 4 o'clock. So after we get back over, we're still got a 9-hour drive back home. I think we may spend the night. But anyway, final day here, the best weather. Maybe it's good that we're here to 4 o'clock so we can enjoy it. But this is what we're looking at today. So last night it was so windy still, it was frankly miserable, and I could tell that Mrs. King Overland was at her limit, and it was difficult to keep sand out of food or anything else. So what we did was put up everything, and we went back to the boat basin where the ferry actually picks you up, which is just on the other side of these dunes. It's sheltered from the wind. It's right next to a little covered picnic area. So we camped there last night. That's where I cooked dinner and we hung out. So this morning with beautiful weather, we just decided to close up the camper, RumCooler, and we came around to the beach to enjoy the beach for the rest of the day. So when we get done, we'll be able to swing right back around, go to the bathhouse, which you can see right over there, through those old abandoned cabins, and then we'll be able to get cleaned up and go to the ferry. Okay, as you can see, the birds are not interested in my 2 eggs at all. That one is right between them basically. But now I've got a plate full of steak that we're done with. Frankly, we're kind of staked out. I'm gonna put the steak around it and see if it draws their attention to the eggs now. Let's see. Forgive the shadow, but there's unavoidable. Steak around the eggs. Steak around the eggs. Let's see if one of these suckers will let me feed them. They're thinking about it. Oh well, listen. Still not interested in the eggs. I don't know what they would do with the eggs anyway. I just wonder if they would peck them open and eat what's inside. This old grizzled seagull can't get anything from these guys. I just should have saved him. Let me see if there's anything left. They like cleaned it up. Oh well. Good deal. I wanted the old one to get something. So the old seagull is pecked open the egg and is eating what's inside of it, looks like. I'm glad. That's the National Park Ranger checking on sea turtle nest down there. There is a sign that says don't feed the wildlife, so that's what I saw. Look, the little ones can't. Are the little ones doing it too? They're learning from the big one. All right, so I thought I'd do a little walkthrough of the RumCooler, the little camper that I bought last July, and I've been tinkering with since then. This is the first trip we've actually been able to take it on. I camped in it on the way home, but that was just on the way home from when I went out to the Florida Panhandle to meet the owner. All right, so I thought I would check out one of these little cabins, and last time I was here you couldn't even get close to them because piles of sand were all around them. Like that amount of dune over there was against all of them. So I'll look back at the videos to see how accurate my memory is on that. But let's go up here and check one out. We'll peek in the windows. Maybe, based on the fact that some of the sand has been removed, maybe they're gonna get these things back in working order. Somebody left some nice firewood here. Okay, let's try not to get a splinter on these ancient things. No trespassing, but I think that if I don't go past the sign, then I'm technically not trespassing. Can we see in there? So, bunk beds, there's a gas furnace for people to stay in the winter. I don't know how much we can see in there. It's my understanding these things don't have a bathroom, but I'm not certain if that's true. There's kind of a storage area over there. Let's go look in the other window. These would be cool to stay on. I'm trying to watch where I step because these boards have seen better days. All right, let's see. Another furnace, more bunk beds. I really can't tell what that is in there. I don't know. I don't think there's a bathroom in these things. I think you're expected to make use of the bathhouse. Make use of the bathhouse, but I don't think that'd be a problem because it's just right through there. Now let me get down from here before one of the National Park chicks sees me up here. I contend I'm still not trespassing because I didn't go past that sign. What do you think? Is my interpretation of the law correct? Somebody tell me. All right, so we are on the other side of the dunes. Over there is the ocean, and there's this skeleton from something, and I think it's a mammal. Anyway, look at the discs between the vertebrae. It's almost like well, we got something similar in human skeletons right there. But anyway, wonder if it's a dolphin or some sort of small porpoise. Obviously this is only part of it, but I don't think it's fish for sure. What do you folks think? Any ideas what this is? Where are my paleontologists at?
Oh, look at all these fish. They're all going to one
They're
day.
eating something.
Huh?
They're eating something. Was it a beautiful place?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, about to head to Portsmouth Island, North Carolina with Mrs. King Overland. Got the RumCooler hitched up to the RumRunner, and we're heading out. So this is her first time going there with me, and I'm hoping that she has as much fun there as I did when I went with my buddy Jordan. The only thing I'm worried about are the biting insects, but I brought as much Thermacell as you can possibly carry in that. Alright, so I'm getting some shade underneath my bushwhacker on. I love this thing. It's perfect for me and easy to set up. A little bit easier than that 8-stumble. Alright, we're on the ferry heading to Cumberland. Okay, we're on the ferry. We're heading over to Portsmouth Island. Okay, so I'm here at Portsmouth Island, and that way, there is no one really sidelined. That way, I don't have a clue because I haven't been that far. As far as I could see, there's no one. This is my camp set. I know it's very windy. Living the dream. I got a little too much sun already today, and that was before we even got on the island. But I'm gonna make sure that I wear my hat good for the next couple of days. This is legitimately some of the best gear I own. Check them out, Osprey.